Hello viewers. In this session, we'll see an overview of cost of capital. Before we go into the topic, we'll see the introduction. For doing any business, capital is required and the capital can be raised in the form of debt or equity. Okay? Here the debt mean it may be a debenture, it may be a bond or it can be a loan. The other hand, the equity here is it may be a equity shares, it may be a preference share, or it can be a retained earnings. Okay, this is the basic classification of the capital to be raised in any business firm. And the price to be paid for raising this capital is known as cost of capital. Okay, for this debt, we have to pay the interest. That is, for debenture holder, for bonds, and for loan, interest is to be paid to them as cost. And for equity shareholders, for preference shareholders, the cost is dividend. Okay, the amount to raise this capital is termed as cost of capital. Are you clear? Okay, now we'll see the meaning of this cost of capital. Cost of capital is nothing but the minimum rate of return expected by the investors. Here, the investors are the debenture holders, the equity shareholders, it may be a preference shareholder. That is, the person who are supplying the capital to the firm is known as the investors. Okay, in other words, this cost of capital is nothing but it is a price for obtaining the capital. Okay, the price to be paid for obtaining the capital is known as cost of capital, and it is a compensation for time and risk. Here, the risk of the investors differs. Okay, the debentures are paid interest whether the firm makes profit or not. They get back their money before the payment is made to the preference shareholders and equity shareholders. They get the fixed rate of interest. However, the debenture holders are exposed to risk of default in payment. Preference shareholders carries fixed rate of dividend, but they'll get the dividend after the interest payment to the debenture holders. And the risk of the equity shareholders are comparatively higher and it is the greatest. So the cost is also very high. Now we'll see the definition of cost of capital. Cost of capital is the minimum required rate of earnings or the cut-off rate of capital expenditure according to Solomon Ezra. Okay, here it is not the cost to the firm. Okay, it is the minimum rate of return that a firm requires. Okay, the minimum rate of return is expected by the investor, which maintains the market value of the shares. Now we'll see the various terms used instead of this cost of capital. The cost of capital may be called as cut-off rates, minimum required rate of return, hurdle rate, target rate, discount rate, and rate of interest. These are the various terms used to call this cost of capital. Now we'll see the importance of cost of capital. The first one is capital budgeting decision. Okay, this cost of capital is used as a measuring tool for evaluating the investment proposal. Normally, the firm will choose the project which gives a satisfactory return on investment. That is, it would not be less than the cost of capital spent for raising the finance. In various method of capital budgeting, this cost of capital plays a key role in deciding the project out of the various proposals. The next one is designing the capital structure. The cost of capital plays an important role in designing the firm's capital structure. And the cost of capital is influenced by the changes in capital structure. The financial executive always have an eye in the market fluctuation, so that he will substitute the various sources of finance in order to minimize the cost of capital so as to increase the value of the share and earning price of the share. The next one is deciding about the method of financing. Whenever the firms requires additional fund, the finance manager may have a better choice of the source of finance which have a minimum cost of capital. Hence, it helps the management to decide about the method of financing. The next one is performance of top management. The cost of capital can be used to evaluate the financial performance of the top executives, that is the top management. The next one is other areas of decision making. The concept of cost of capital is also used in other areas such as decision making, leasing, bond refunding, dividend policy decision, working capital management policies, etc. These are the importance of cost of capital. Okay, now we'll see the factors determining the cost of capital: general economic condition, market condition, operating and financial decision, and the amount of financing will determine the cost of capital. Okay, now we'll see the types of cost of capital. In that, the first one is historical cost and future cost. This historical cost refers to the cost which has already been incurred in order to finance a particular project. Okay, and the future cost is nothing but it is the expected cost of funds for financing a particular project. It is applied for taking financial decision. Okay, next one is explicit cost and implicit cost. The explicit cost is nothing but the discount rate that equates the incremental present value of cash inflow with present value of the incremental cash outflows. And the next one is implicit cost. This is also known as opportunity cost. That is the rate of return associated with the best investment opportunity of the firm. Okay, the next one is specific cost and composite cost. The specific cost is nothing but the cost of each component, like the cost of equity share capital, the cost of preference share capital, the cost of debt, like that. And the composite cost is nothing but it refers to the combined cost of equity capital, preference capital, debt. Okay, it is also known as weighted average cost of capital or the overall cost of capital. The last one is average cost and marginal cost. The average cost is nothing but the average of weighted average cost of each component. Okay, the marginal cost is nothing but the cost of obtaining additional rupee of new capital. Okay, now we'll see the computation of cost of capital. Under this computation of cost of capital, there are several costs. They are the cost of debt, cost of preferred capital, cost of equity capital, cost of retained earnings, weighted average cost of capital. And we'll see this in detail in the upcoming videos. Thank you for your patient listening.